Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Titletown Tonight. We are on episode 18, and
Welcome.
we come with a good episode 18 as we
Sure
beat the
do.
Chicago Bears for the first time this season.
Honestly, this feels like Christmas,
Yeah.
but the difference between this and Christmas is I feel the same exact way as I did when I saw it as a kid. Just fucking
Ecstatic.
euphoria. Just pure euphoria. Heroin has nothing on the Green Bay Packers whooping the shit out of the Chicago Bears.
I can validate. And we play them in a week, but in the meantime, we play the Denver Broncos, which is easily the game of the week.
Yeah.
It looks like Grassi Perna Bowl.
The GPS Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Broncos are going to pose the greatest threat this season?
No, I think both them and the Patriots are a little bit fraudulent. Just a little bit.
Why do you say that?
Well, the Patriots, I've discussed many times before about them being the team that has the easiest schedule. But the Broncos are kind of like last year's Chiefs. They're winning all of the close games last second and
I
coming
feel like
in
that's
clutch.
what makes a good team, though.
Yeah.
10 straight wins is no laughing matter.
Yeah, but they never win by more than one score.
Listen, you look at that defense. They have a better defense than we do. I'd say that because our secondary, albeit I'll give Keyshawn his flowers in a moment. Their secondary is far more stacked than we are. I think our defensive line has maybe a slight edge. But I mean, considering how complete their entire defense is, I mean, it makes sense why they are in conversations for like deep playoff runs for the AFC.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't think because they're gonna get early seeded, like 1 or 2 seed, so they're gonna face some bums in the 7 and 6 seed.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, the AFC is kind of weak this year. But
They've always been weak.
yeah. I think the Broncos won't pose as I don't know. I have confidence that we'll beat them. I think our offense is much better than their offense. I love Bo Nix, but not much of a receiver core. J.K. Dobbins is out. I mean,
Yeah.
R.J. Harvey's been balling though.
Harvey's been going crazy. Honestly, looking at our defensive line and how we've done against the run, this last game against the Bears, I'm pleasantly surprised about how we did. Last episode I talked about that was probably the biggest thing that we have to concentrate on going into the Bears game.
Yeah,
Because both the running backs came over 100+ yard performances the previous week. Considering I think there's only 160 yards total between the two, so obviously a dramatic improvement over our performances against like backs like Rico Dowdle, for example.
Yeah, but we locked down Jahmyr Gibbs both times.
Yeah, but Jahmyr Gibbs has an archetype that exploits the outside, and like as we've talked about previously, with how our linebacker core is, I mean, we have some pretty fast linebackers between Quay and Cooper. So I have like really and obviously with Evan Williams probably helping in the nickel from the free safety, I have no doubts about covering the outside and the flats. It's about covering up the middle is the problem. Obviously, with Wyatt being out for the rest of the season, we're kind of relying on rookies to fill in those gaps. We got Colin Oliver back this week, so it'd be interesting to see how he rotates in on the edge. But I think R.J. Harvey's kind of a little bit more of a physical back than Jahmyr. So, like, I mean, just historically throughout this season, we've kind of been booty ass against more physical guys.
Yeah, after this game, I wonder how there even is Jordan Love haters still. He's been balling.
I mean, people like we're in the post-truth age.
Yeah,
where it's all about what people see and what elicits the most emotional reaction, and everything is against us. Oh, there's a huge expectation that Green Bay has to have another Hall of Fame quarterback to back up Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre.
And we did.
He threw a bunch of interceptions in his first year starting. But then since that point, I mean, he's thrown 7 touchdown passes in the last 2 games with only 1 pick. So it's just between the last 2 games. He he has as many interceptions all season as Jalen Hurts had this week.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, it's asinine, but honestly, I'm not even getting upset because of how little people want to actually put in the work and do the research themselves. They'd rather just attach themselves to an ideology and move on with their lives.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with watching football this week, seeing Jalen Hurts throw 4 picks and then Patrick Mahomes throw 3 picks. That Texans defense is the best in the league. Period. I'm so happy because I had the Texas defense on fantasy, so 13 points is pretty great against the Chiefs. But putting up a 19 passer rating, it's pretty crazy. That's lower than JJ McCarthy all this season.
Where do you see the Texans ceiling this for the rest of the season? Like
Super
going
Bowl.
into the postseason, you think so?
They have a defense. They have the defense.
You think that the Texans can make it to the Super Bowl?
Yes. Because of their defense, strictly.
If there's a Packers Texans Super Bowl, that would be amazing. I think honestly, like every time going back to like 2018 when JJ Watt was still on the team, Deshaun Watson was leading the charge. I've always wanted a Packers Texans Super Bowl because the Texans are my second favorite team in the league. They were created in the year I was born.
Especially because of Deshaun Watson.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why that's why they're their favorite team.
Yeah.
Because of Deshaun Watson. You're a
Big
big
time.
Deshaun Watson fan.
Yeah.
He switched over to the Browns after too.
Honestly, though, not Deshaun Watson related, but 2016 through 2019, I was a big Browns fan. They were my second favorite team at the time, purely just because they had a future. You saw it. Like you saw them at the bottom, 0-16, and then you started seeing rise in the ranks, and they started getting some really good talent in the defense. And then, oh god, Baker Mayfield's in town, and he led them to their first playoff win in a minute. OBJ, Jarvis Landry on the outside or in the slot, elite. They really fucked it all up. They genuinely had like hopes to take the AFC.
What do you think about Baker as of recent? He has not been very good.
I honestly haven't been watching as many of his games as I'd like to. But it's
crazy to
people
think.
gotta really take a look at how many injuries he's currently dealing with.
Injuries.
I mean,
fair, but
dude couldn't hold his arm up in the air when he got the injury like 5 weeks ago. You can't tell me they're just pumping his shit full of cortisone and like that's all fine and jolly.
cortisone.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Whatever you got to put in there. Maybe that's the answer this whole time.
Cortisone.
But honestly, with a player like Baker, and he has his ups and downs, but it's very evident if you're going from an MVP caliber level ball to getting like suplexed and just getting destroyed, and you have like a serious injury that you see him actually come out of the game for, and the man, the myth, the legend, Teddy Bridgewater has to come in, you know that was legit. And he was just given some Brett Favre treatment and thrown back right out there. I don't see that as any form of an issue going into the future. Obviously, he's got to take better care of his body. He really, interestingly enough, has some of the most rush attempts by a quarterback.
But he has no room for error right now. The Panthers
sure.
are the same record as them. And if the Panthers take the NFC South, there's virtually no way the Buccaneers make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it'd be pretty dope to see the Panthers in the playoffs. I'm not going to lie.
I think Baker will turn up the Jets. But, again, haven't seen his play recently. I've been kind of, in and out of watching games.
I think Big Boo dropped a touchdown, so that was part of the reason.
Yeah, also that, too. I mean,
can't lose the Saints, though.
The greatest in the world right now.
They just got the Saints.
They just got Bucky Irving back. He's been ramping up steadily. Traded for the motherfucker, and let me tell
He missed the playoffs.
I missed the playoffs.
He's bummed.
But I outscored everyone in the league this week by a considerable margin.
15 points for me.
Yeah,
which is
the self-proclaimed best team in the league. Give me a fucking break.
I'm 12-1. What are you talking about?
I didn't have one major injury to any of my key players all season.
So that means I'm the best team in the league.
That means you have the healthiest roster in the league.
Which correlates to being the best team, considering that's what you're complaining about.
Dog, we don't need to go over all the injuries I've had the entire season.
Yeah, but you don't. It's because of your injury, you don't have a good team.
Listen. If I made it in the playoffs, I would have smoke the shit out of your sorry ass team.
I can't wait for this next week when I score 160 and
No,
I'm
you
gonna
won't.
shove it in
You
your
won't.
face.
You won't.
Saying you
Anyways,
got shit on this week anyway.
We're getting off topic here. We need to quickly go over Packers Bears just to kind of get an idea of where our team's at heading in to this next week against the Broncos. Jordan Love, one very, very ugly interception. Turns out just the ball came out wrong. It was a cold day. Honestly, winter weather is going to be, anyone who's ever thrown a football in the winter kind of knows that the ball condition is quite considerably different. And considering how he's been able to rainbow some beautiful balls.
Big, beautiful balls.
Big, beautiful balls.
He has big, beautiful
straight
balls.
into Bro Melton's cavity.
That one wasn't that good.
What, the Bo Melton touchdown?
It was underthrown. He was wide open. That was not nearly the best throw of that day.
Oh, my God.
Did you watch the
No,
actual highlight?
No, I watched the game.
No. Did you watch the actual play from the...
You are actually crazy if you don't think that was a dime.
It wasn't.
It was a dime.
Dude, you didn't see how open he was, clearly.
You didn't see that there was a high safety on top of him, too.
He was running 22 miles per hour. He virtually had to stop to catch the ball.
Yeah, at the end zone.
Yeah, that's not a good throw.
If you throw it further, the high safety has more of an angle to come in and deck his ass out of bounds.
Not true.
Yes, it is.
It's in the middle of the field.
It was not in the middle of the field. What are you talking about?
Yes, it was right at the beginning of the end zone. He had to walk into the end zone.
It was on the right side of the end zone.
It was on the left.
No, it wasn't.
It's like right in the middle.
We're not talking about the same play then.
Well, we are. So I don't know what he's been watching.
This guy's buffoon.
It was a left post. He was the wide receiver closest to Jordan on the left post, almost straight in the middle of the field.
Straight buffoonery out of this man. Anyways, Christian Watson, 4 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolute fucking elite status. Christian Watson has definitely been rising up into the number one position.
Was a nasty throw.
Yeah.
Off the back foot.
Mm-hmm.
In stride.
Yeah. That was great.
Honestly, he didn't really need to do it, but...
Yeah, his over the middle shot, too, that went for that touchdown. That just shows Christian Watson is an elite breed. With being the size he is, being the jump ball guy, but also turn on the afterburners and just cooking his ass. Like, that's not something you see every day with a wide receiver that size. Josh Jacobs, 20 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. Yards per carry were a little bit better this time around. Broke off a really pivotal run.
Don't know how that happened. It was crazy.
I feel like it was mostly circumstantial. A lot of people give Josh Jacobs credit, which, he deserves credit. I just think that was more of the defenders falling into each other rather than him doing anything.
Ever since I got him in fantasy, he's been a Josh Jacobs hater.
No, it's not even true. I just, listen. I love Josh Jacobs. It's just he's a little lost a step or two this season. I'm not sure if that's age or injuries. Probably injuries, considering how he handles them. I'm not debating whether if he's going to come back next year or at another point in the season and pop off like his self last year.
Second in the league for touchdowns, by the way.
Yeah, but put him on the goal line, and he's gonna get the 3 yards any day. That's his archetype. That makes sense for him.
Red zone.
I'm talking more about he doesn't have that big playability as of this year, really at all.
I disagree, but we'll see it.
He's had less than 5 20-yard runs this season.
Yeah, but the receptions,
2 or 3. He has not been fully utilized in the past game nearly as much as I think he should have. I think he's just kind of like that Eddie Lacy type where you gotta, not comparing him to Eddie Lacy, but you need to get him starting with momentum. And then I was talking about this last episode. As soon as it turns December, no one's gonna want to hit Josh Jacobs at full speed. It's all about business decisions after that. So I feel like his perspective. Big plays are going to be coming because, you look at it last year, it was kind of the same deal. He started off very slow, got his stride, then he started making moves, making money.
Yeah, last year he just didn't get any touchdowns in the beginning of the season, and then he just popped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was elite.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lloyd might be coming back this week.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lloyd, if you don't know, is the next Barry Sanders. But if you took Barry Sanders and you gave him Ray Lewis's shoulders,
and then made him hyper injury prone.
Yeah. No, he's Derrick Henry and Barry Sanders put together, but he's the glass bones guy from SpongeBob all wrapped in one. Beautiful little gift. So we'll see how he does this week. I think genuinely I would love to see him get in the fold come postseason. I know everyone's been saying, yeah, Wilson's been doing great. Chris Brooks has been doing great. Why do we need this? I'm like, why would you not? This isn't like we're signing somebody. This guy's on the team, and you're telling me if he doesn't have something to bring to the table, you wouldn't want to explore those options. I don't know. People are so like used to their comfortable nature that it's just like
I don't Chris Brooks.
Oh yeah, he needs more touches.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I haven't really seen enough Marshawn to see how good his pass blocking is, but. Chris Brooks, I think, is the best on the team.
Oh, for
pass blocking.
Easily. Going over the Bears' offense real quick, Caleb Williams had a good performance, I will say. It wasn't a clutch performance, but it was one that I don't think the Bears would have been able to put themselves in a lot of these scoring situations without his ability to get outside the pocket.
Yeah, I think his first touchdown was kind of cheese. He should have been picked. Yeah. Or at least tipped. Somehow
Yeah.
Keyshawn did not get a fingertip on the ball.
Yeah.
It went straight through. I don't know how in the world that happened.
Yeah.
I don't think that's skill.
And as for his interception to close out the game, he did have opportunities with DJ Moore because I don't know if it was Monangai or Swift that was closing in on the sideline, but like all of our guys were huddled around him because we were just assuming it was going to be some form of screen or something. But Ben Johnson is exceptional at disguising routes for tight ends. I don't know how he does it, but he manages to make it just near invisible until it's too late. Obviously, Keyshawn moves off his guy in DJ Moore and moves up to get the pick, which is outstanding play by Keyshawn. Makes up for his poor plays. He's basically the gunslinger of the defensive position. But yeah, I think outside of that, like he definitely had an opportunity to make the play. But I think people, I don't know. I went into the last two episodes honestly. Just Caleb Williams' expectations are just astronomical because of what he was projected to be out of college.
Yeah, I get it, but for someone that says his ceiling would be Patrick Mahomes, you gotta have high expectations.
Of course, that's the ceiling. This is his second year.
Again, I know, but I just don't see him be comfortable in the pocket. You say that's the easiest thing. If I'm building a
franchise around a quarterback between Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and let's throw in what's another young guy?
Jordan Love.
Don't give me Jordan Love. No,
I'm picking Jordan Love.
No. Well, he's not on the list. He's obviously had a lot more experience, and I'm not gonna pick May. No, I would pick May. I'd pick May. I don't know. Maybe I would like.
Drake May's that guy.
He is that guy. If I am building a team, I will put Drake May, but I think Caleb has the highest ceiling out of any quarterback under the age of 30.
Drake May's strong suit is Caleb Williams' weakest part of his game, which is the comfortability in the pocket. How he sits back, he'll be this close to getting sacked and just release a perfect beauty straight to the receiver. Like that's something that Caleb Williams does not do.
When he does gain that comfortability is something you can change.
Yeah, well, not pocket comfortability.
Why not?
Because you got 350-pound dudes coming after you.
What?
I think that's more of an instinct than anything.
Yeah, instincts can be coached. This is something that's. I mean, you look at Aaron Rodgers coming out of college with the ball way up here. You think that's an instinct.
What is this?
This is something that I'm saying you can be coached to behave in any form of way, especially as a quarterback. I mean,
Then I guess inherently you shouldn't review any quarterback because you can coach them not to do that.
That's not what I'm saying. There are clearly intangibles and things that you have or you don't have,
Like speed.
decision making. Well, sure. Like you can talk about
Decision
physical
making can
attributes.
be coached.
Yes, to a certain extent, but if you're not seeing the field the way that your coach wants you to see it, then, but Caleb has gotten a lot better with that. You can see from his rookie performance, he was just like darting his eyes everywhere. He's just, like freaking out. Now, you could see in this game, he was making his reads for a few seconds, making his reads for a few seconds. Like he's able to pace himself out. I think year 3, which is what, like post sophomore slump, I think he will get things down a little bit better in the disciplinary regard.
I want to talk about Micah Parsons getting held on every play.
Yeah.
This is
Through 14 weeks, he's drawn 0 holding penalties.
I think the NFL needs to pay attention because, like, I get it. He is an absolute phenom. But when he has an O-line has an arm around the neck, it's dangerous for him. And it's so blatant that you have to call it. Otherwise, the rule means nothing.
Mm.
It's that's frustrating to me. And people are like, "You're crying." But Bears fans said the same shit about Khalil Mack.
Yep. And then obviously Dallas fans said the same thing about Micah when he was over there.
Yeah, but they need to act like that's unacceptable.
It's unbelievable. Honestly, it's at that point where it's so obvious that there's just complete negligence on the behalf of the refs. I don't personally see any change coming anytime soon because at that point you're like, is there money on the line or like what's
He's
the
just
motive?
too good.
What's the motive?
Because
when you want a defensive like player to excel, I feel like it's even more fun to see him just get fucking laid out. Welcome back. We may dab a little bit more into the preview going on for the Packers Broncos coming up, but I really wanted to go over the Vikings Commanders game. Cayden, what did you think about both teams' performances?
I thought the Commanders' offense was despicable. Their defense let up 3 J.J. McCarthy's touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are trash. 3-10.
Listen. So I have some insider info about the Commanders' defense.
Okay.
Some insider shit, some like real inside scoop.
Okay.
So Dan Quinn decided to, Dan Quinn is a defensive coach inherently, but he decided to pick up offensive play calling duties. And I want you to guess, all the way up until garbage time, the percentage of plays called on defense that were zone coverage.
I don't know.
I need you to guess.
30.
100% of plays the entire game until garbage time were zone coverage. And now I want you to guess what percentage of these zone coverages were played with 2 high safeties.
I'm going to say 100%.
85, but close enough. Can you believe that?
That's
Can you
dumb.
believe that?
With J.J. McCarthy as the quarterback.
That is like...
It doesn't make any sense.
Who in the right mind? I mean, like... It's like... J.J. McCarthy's been looking at the same plays like all fucking game. No wonder why he's
doing okay.
Yeah. Listen,
160
I'm never
yards.
going to be a guy that's never going to give J.J. McCarthy credit, but this is not a game that I'm giving him any credit for.
Well, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy, pal.
You're gonna be that guy giving him credit?
Jack Doherty. I'm not giving him any credit.
Dude, 9 is coming to fucking play, dude. Whether if you fucking like it or not, he's coming out, dude. Coming out. Anyways,
He didn't give any receptions to my boy Justin Jefferson anyway.
What do you think is what are your thoughts on Lions-Rams coming up?
Exciting game.
It's always an exciting game.
I hope
it's always nice to see Stafford and Goff go at it.
Like, honestly, I'm thinking like I want the Lions to win so we get a better, but then the Seahawks would just take the first seed.
Could you imagine if they traded them back and forth again? Jared Goff for
Matthew
Stafford. Again?
Why would the Rams do that?
Because why not?
Just to throw off chemistry for both teams.
Who needs chemistry when you have entertainment?
Phillip Rivers.
Yes. Coming out of retirement at 44 years old, Philip fucking Rivers.
Better than
It's a genuine possibility he starts this week too.
Yeah, because Anthony Richardson's on IR. But what's his face? The third string? I don't remember. Anyway, he's probably bad.
I don't remember what the third string's name is, but to give you perspective, to give everyone perspective on how poor their quarterback room is, if their third stringer was injured, Tyler Warren, their tight end that they drafted this year, would be the starting quarterback because he played in high school. He does not have any collegiate quarterback experience. He just has high school experience. That's like Julian Edelman taking over for Tom Brady.
You know, something I thought about when I saw Phillip Rivers get signed at 44 years old is Andrew Luck is 36 years old.
That is interesting.
He's not going to come back, obviously, but
they didn't even bother trying.
Nah. That's crazy. He's 36 years old.
Who do you think will be better coming out of retirement, Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck.
Phillip Rivers. I mean, Phillip Rivers has played more recently, though.
Yeah, but Andrew Luck.
When was the last year Luck played?
2018.
Yeah, I mean that's 7 years ago.
6 years ago, and Phillip Rivers was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'd say that's a considerable difference, especially with the state of the game right now.
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show how terrible the quarterback market is altogether right now.
Yeah.
The fact that you had so little options that you needed to go out and get a 44-year-old quarterback, the oldest player in the league, mind you.
Yeah.
Now,
just so
you can maybe pray and hope you can make it to the playoffs. This man's going to have 2 torn ACLs. He's going to play through it anyway. Give this man a wheelchair out center field. He'll still throw a fucking dot.
Apparently, he had so many children that he couldn't fund them with his NFL contracts from the
It
bat.
adds up. It adds up.
So he had to make a couple milli.
He didn't want to sell out for the brand deals or the advertisements. He should put me back out there, coach.
Yeah.
We can get shit done.
He was going to put his kids to work at Sheen, but...
You know what? Phillip Rivers to the bowl might be great because they might start paying off refs to make it happen. Because think about all the movies that will come out about Phillip Rivers if he goes to the bowl.
He's not going to the bowl.
He's going to the bowl. Phillip Rivers to the bowl confirmed.
See if he even starts a game. You don't even know. He might not even. He might be on the practice squad by next week, and gets cut.
You know what? I doubt it because he's gonna go.
Colin Kaepernick's pissed.
My God! Listen,
I get it though because Phillip Rivers was already in the Colts playbook.
This is gonna be a story until like Colin Kaepernick's like fucking 50.
Well, yeah.
Just give him a shot. I've been saying that for years.
It's too late now.
I've been saying that for years. If it wasn't gonna happen with Harbaugh, it's not happening at all.
Yeah.
They could have had him backing up Trey Lance for the Chargers.
What happened? Yeah, he did good in the preseason. That's it, right?
Trey Lance?
Yeah, because
Trey Lance is the GOAT. I still think they should trade Herbert. Start Trey Lance. Use those picks. Get him a good O-line. He'd be solid.
They would rather throw Justin Herbert out there with a broken hand and screws in his hand, get sacked 7 times, than to put Trey Lance out there for one damn game.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay.
He says his hand's a little sore. The X-rays are okay, apparently.
Yeah. Team doctor needs to get fired. He's the same one that put the needle in Tyrod.
He didn't get...
No, he's fired.
Okay, I was gonna say that. Bro, you better get on your best behavior.
Yeah.
No more puncturing the player's lungs, asshole.
That's impressively stupid. I mean, it might be easy. I don't have no idea how that works.
I'm sure it can be easy to puncture a lung. You just
all right. Well,
puncture the lung.
It's true.
Anyways,
like a balloon.
Josh Allen. 4 touchdowns, rips a 40-yarder rushing touchdown, which is the longest of his career. The Bills keeping alive. Do you think they're a genuine threat in the AFC at this point in the season?
Yeah, they're so hit or miss though. It's weird. I think they have their best chance to win a bowl, get to the bowl this season because
you think so?
The Chiefs. I mean, both of the big threats that they have lost against in the past are out. Most likely. No shot the Chiefs make. I'll be so pissed if they make the playoffs.
I don't think they will.
6-7. Yeah. All right. Well, 6-7 and
6 and 7.
6-7.
6-7.
6.
6-7.
Okay. And they're not gonna win the AFC West. No shot. Broncos kind of have that on lock.
Yeah.
Maybe the Chargers are technically in the running, but I think they're missing the playoffs this year, and that's like a glory to God.
Oh yeah. The
That's
Chiefs not making the playoffs. This has a probability of being an all-time bowl, because God, I was just so sick of seeing the Chiefs in the last 4 Super Bowls. It's not even. I mean, I'm not saying anything new. It's
and
not
then it's
fun.
the one NFC team that you don't want to see in the bowl. It's every year. It's the same shit.
49ers, Eagles,
49ers,
Eagles.
Buccaneers.
Oh God,
with Tom Brady. Fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude. You know, honestly, if we would have just drafted T.J. Watt instead of Kevin King, man,
everything would have been good with the world.
We would have won the bow.
There's one, alternative universe where we draft T.J. Watt.
Take me there.
Yeah,
take me there. Tony Pollard, being a bright spot for the Titans.
Shador,
25 carries, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns, and including 2 long house calls in the snow. I mean, he's kind of the only bright spot on that team right now.
Yeah, someone on their defense was kind of balling. I forgot what his name was. They're just so irrelevant that it's hard to remember any of their players' names.
Honestly, yeah, it's crazy. Back when I was in elementary school, my friend John Weber we had to pick a state for our for our project, and then we would do a research about it. I don't remember what mine was. I don't want to say it was Tennessee, but I think his was Tennessee, and he had this whole thing on the Tennessee Titans on there. And I'm like, wow, they must be a really cool team called the Titans. That must that just exudes dominance. Boy, was I wrong. Children are fucking stupid.
You know what team name exudes dominance? Browns. They've been dominant for years. But Shador
364 yards, 3 touchdowns, plus a rushing touchdown
and a pick.
But
the pick was bad, but overall, he threw a beautiful touch pass into the end zone to Harold Fannin. A few easy touchdowns thrown, and then a good ass rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that I saw from him last game was he looks ready to play in the NFL.
But you know who had the best rushing touchdown of this week?
Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Putting the discount double check on their bitch asses. Putting the discount double check on their bitches.
Beat the Ravens, taking the AFC North.
State Farm's not going to cover that, bitch.
I did want to bring this up, though. They have a surprisingly tough opponent coming up this week in the Miami Dolphins. They've won 4 games in a row.
McDaniel's trying to keep his job, apparently.
They were 2-7. Now they're... And same record as the Chiefs, which is just so funny.
Dude, if the Dolphins end this season with a better record than the Chiefs, peace is restored to the universe.
Yeah, I'll go to church.
I'll go to church if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs.
I'm not going. I'm not going. I don't.
You could pay me to sit down in that shit, bro. Jahmyr Gibbs giving me 37 fantasy points this week off of 3 touchdowns. Listen, y'all.
Jahmyr carries your team.
Fuck you. And every team has a player that carries their team.
Not my team.
James Cook carried your team.
No. What do you mean? He had 11 points this week.
This week.
He's really hit or miss, actually. So.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of your team.
All of my players
pretty patchy. Patchy.
All of my players are patchy, which makes them consistently good.
Where do you see JSN entering next season in wide receiver number
1?
You think he's number 1 in the
league? Right
league?
now, maybe Puka.
Okay, so let's just give Justin Jefferson, Sam Darnold back hypothetically.
Yeah, no, I'm saying JSN's better than Justin Jefferson right now.
JSN is absolutely amazing. I love to see him play. He's got a lot of flash, which I mean, I'm not saying that a lot of the other premier wide receivers don't really carry at these days, but like he's got almost like an OBJ kind of vibe to him, almost like with how it's just so effortless to just. I mean, I still keep calling back to the sideline pass where he just nicks it out of the air and it's just mid stride. He's still going. He didn't even miss a step.
Yeah,
That's elite.
Puka is third all time for most yards in 40 games or something like that.
He's honestly got to put. Devontae Adams puts it best. He's the densest human being he's ever met.
What the hell does he mean by that?
It is so funny. It was funny, no, because the interviewers
thought
were
it was
like,
physical, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no, he's got to be drinking a ton of milk. It's like, nah, like in every way. I fucking love Devontae, dude.
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
He's got to be happy where he's at, though.
He passed whose record recently for the most goal line touchdowns? It wasn't Barry Sanders, was it?
I don't know.
But he has 14. Do I have it in here? I don't think I have it in here. I think he has like 14 or 16 goal line touchdowns this year.
No way.
Wait, hold on. I might be bullshitting.
That's crazy. He is like the tush push for the Rams. It is unstoppable, it feels like. I mean, Devontae's pretty getting up there in the age, but it don't matter.
14 touchdown passes.
That's
goal
total.
Line, goal, yeah.
But are they all goal line? That might be crazy. But Puka, kind of the receiver that puts them in the position for that.
Yeah, but we talked about this earlier. We talked about this at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
but like
Puka
when you talk
is still
about
wide receiver one.
Oh, for sure. But in terms of reliability, I mean, there's a reason why Devontae is just an absolute cheat code on the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some obviously unfortunate news. We talked about Phillip Rivers, unretiring. Daniel Jones with the torn Achilles. Dude, that guy
went through it.
He went through it, and like to go from playing with a fractured fibula and having a foot insert that was incredibly uncomfortable, but like engineered to put the least amount of stress on that bone while playing the game, and then having that, I couldn't imagine just the turmoil that you're going through just on the PT just to get ready for the game, and then now you were rehabbing multiple areas of your leg. I think,
yeah, frustrating. I think the more frustrating part is missing time playing the game, but I think there's a reason he tore his Achilles, and it was because of the equipment that he was using to relieve stress on his.
I could see it.
It caused more stress on his ligaments rather than his bone. Yeah. It was a non-contact. It was very sad. I don't think I know anyone that disrespects Daniel Jones. He's
kind of one of those guys that you don't really have an opinion of him unless if he's your quarterback and he's doing poorly.
Yeah, or you're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate to see. I mean, I remember he was in the MVP conversation in the beginning of the season.
That was crazy because he was a clear front runner for a minute too.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how he does coming back into next year, or if there will be another quarterback competition.
I wonder what did happen to the Colts. 7-1, and now they're 8-5.
Sauce, man.
I'm seriously, that was such a stupid trade. I'm gonna say
we're gonna say it to the end of time. We're gonna be in the retirement home. You remember when they traded Saul Gardner for take your fucking pills, old man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mining the walls of the retirement home to find a Fortnite
SpongeBob SquarePants is gonna be playing in your room on a tube TV for some reason.
Man, that sounds
fire. Like 2065.
Yeah, that's nice.
That sounds amazing. Anyway, well, thank you all so much for watching. If you got to this point, you might as well like and subscribe. We put a lot of work into this, and we would really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this upcoming matchup against the Broncos.
You got it. I believe it.
Thinks that this is going to be one of the biggest challenges of the season.
I think we're
not
going to
the
win.
Biggest challenges. I have faith. However, if we are going to lose a game for the rest of the season, it will be this one. I think we'll win out for the rest of them. But if we win this game, then we are going to be so white hot that I have no doubt that we will win out the rest of the season.
We got Bears, Vikings, and Ravens.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
All winnable games. The Bears probably will be the toughest opponent out of the
I hope we whoop the Ravens' ass. I want the Steelers to win the AFC North so bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Gotta let it fade to black before you whip your mic around.